on the screen. It's constantly refreshing. So I'll be reading questions from that screen as well as some here. So welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Here we are at Electric,
Electric Ladyland.
Electric Ladyland, and it's a magical place. Just being here in with the energy that's been here.
How are you holding up in cold, windy New York right now?
Well, it's very cold, I must say. I think that's why it's on one hand it's good playing inside, not being outside, because as a piano player, your hands get cold,
Right.
and it's hard to get them moving.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about Midwinter Graces before we get into the fan questions. So the first question, can you just describe to me the evolution of this album from idea into execution?
In some ways, if I really look back, maybe I've been composing this since I was 2.5 without even knowing it. Going to the church services my father would be the minister of, that's one of my memories that I have, always being at this time of year at services, and there would be a lot of music. Some I wasn't so crazy about, and some that I thought had a lot of potential, and some that I liked. And so I guess I would be storing parts of it that I liked and parts of it that I didn't. And I would research where some of these songs, where the melodies came from and how they were changed over the years, so that when I did get asked to do this by Doug Morris, who's head of Universal, and I've known him, he was the guy that broke Little Earthquakes worldwide. He's 70, and he talked to me about making a unique kind of seasonal record that was different, that had a new approach to some of the old carols and some new songs as well.
What was the most surprising thing that you learned during the research for these carols?
Well, to realize that a lot of the songs that we think are sacred cows, that you can't touch them, they were actually other songs. And so some of them might have been drinking songs. The first Noel, for example, could have been a sea shanty or a drinking song. And then the Christology was put to the song much later. And no one can trace exactly what the songs were before this. But that really fascinated me because I thought, well, then I'm just a part of a tradition that's also putting another viewpoint on it, a multi-layered, sort of like an archaeological dig.
And your daughter, Tosh,